Hey guys, Adam Savage, and I am in a magical place. I am in Earl Hayes, a prop shop in Los Angeles with resident historian Michael Corey. How are you, sir?
I'm good, and yourself, Adam?
I'm really, really good. What we're about to cover is really interesting because it might not occur to you that a fairly trivial scene in a movie, i.e. someone goes into a store, is usually one of the most complicated things for a prop master to achieve because of brands. And the movies don't want to show real brands. They don't want to show Budweiser on the shelf. They don't want to show Doritos. So Earl Hayes has printed up hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands and thousands.
Probably thousands,
of
yeah.
fake products over the years to populate film convenience stores. Take us on a walk through this incredible coterie.
So what we're looking at here are shelves of what are called cleared products. They're things that are sometimes just close enough that we recognize them.
Right, that feels like a Budweiser
yes,
bottle.
very much like a Budweiser. But it's not, it's just a beer. But to have these in the background of a film, you don't have to pay licensing fees, you don't have to worry about trademarks or anything like that, or getting upset with local laws, which sometimes that's a thing.
And that's what cleared means. It means it's cleared for use, that no one's going to suffer later on.
Yeah, you can use it safely, no one has to do any extra paperwork, etc. And this is just a smattering of some of the stuff that they've made over the years. Soda, beer. Beer is a really common one.
Look at this, it looks exactly like Carano. Carano.
And a lot of times, prop masters will buy this stuff en masse to do a grocery store. Right. Because you don't have to worry about catching anything in the background. Because if you had a bag of Cheetos in the background, you then owe Cheetos money. Right. So, or they can come after you. So that's what this stuff is for.
Gosh, this is just, it feels like I've woken up in an alternate universe.
Right. And it's actually, these will actually hold liquid as well. So you can actually use these as practicals for drinking out of as well. And they do it all the time. In fact, a lot of times they'll put candy inside their actual candy wrappers so it can be used on screen. They'll put cereal in these cereal boxes, pizza in the pizza boxes, etc.
I mean, it's a more thorny problem graphically to make something feel like it's right when it's not. Right. To get this close. Like, from a graphic design standpoint, each one of these is a unique graphical challenge.
Oh yeah, and they have to approach them in such a way like replicate this thing that looks like this thing but not be this thing. Okay. And still run the gamut of legality.
Well, so that was actually my question is, Earl Hayes doesn't just get an order of an image to produce, they actually get asked to produce the thing in its entirety, so they're doing the design and execution as well.
There are some instances where they'll send them, this is the specific product, but for the most part, their graphic design team, right in that building, right in that room over there, makes this stuff up as is needed.
It had never occurred to me that the printing shop would, of course, also have a full graphic design team.
Of course, yeah. And the graphic design team here is clearly amazing. Yeah. They do wonderful work.
Oh, no, every bit of, I mean, this just feels like, I mean, that feels 100% right.
But it continues all the way around. And it's not just the stuff you see in grocery stores.
Wow, right, like takeout containers. Yeah. Oh my goodness, so, and the bags.
The bags.
Wow.
Bakery boxes for filling with fake donuts, generally fake donuts, usually not the real ones.
Right.
And then stuff you would find in the kitchen, not just on the grocery shelf.
Is there stuff here that makes you, I mean, this is just like, totally, I think I have this in my house.
Yeah, I probably do as well. In fact, I know that I have this in my house, which you've probably seen in Waterworld. So these labels for Smeat were created for Waterworld, and then it became a cleared product.
And so then they just put it on every shelf.
And interestingly, they printed so many of these for Waterworld, they're still selling the original ones for Waterworld as the actual product. So they're still being used. The original run for Waterworld. They've made that many. But I also know that this tuna label is in my house because for hilarity's sake, I wrapped all the tuna at my house with all this, and my wife still hasn't noticed.
No,
so. Probably because she doesn't care.
Even down to just 2-liter bottles of soda, these all look perfect.
Yeah, and sparkling water, just regular water, soda, and it's beautifully done, every bit of it, and it sells. It sells great. On screen, you buy it.
It's selling to me here in the room. Oh my God, okay, can we talk about Morley's cigarettes? I love the X-Files so freaking much.
Morley's cigarettes, now officially the most reused fake product in film history.
Is it really? I thought this was just X-Files.
We're currently working with Guinness to actually make it official. But it has been seen in over 10,000, well, about 8,000 productions now that we can verify, going all the way back to 1939.
I had no idea that Morley cigarettes predated the X-Files.
They go back a long way. Morley was is really one of the first fake brands to be used regularly because back in the classic film, everyone smoked all the time.
Right, they're smoking on the bus, they smoke in elevators.
In the bathtub. It was such a strange world that they created for us. And Morley's and other versions of them have been around for that long at least. We don't know fully how long they've been around.
They're actually, I can see that they're not just printing these, but they're also die scoring them.
Yep. They cut them out by hand.
Wow.
Every single one of them is cut out by hand. And then they wrap them. They have custom plastic wrapping to go around them. They have their own tax stamps they put on them, everything, to make them legit, to sell them on screen.
Morley's, oh my God. I have totally spent time replicating this. Oh my gosh, Lucky Strikes.
Upper Stripe.
Upper Stripe. That is
right.
Yeah, there's your import stamp.
Mm-hmm. Oh. And some of these, and they actually go through the process of actually making period correct tax stamps for different eras.
Sure.
Of course they do. Yeah, right. And then you have other brands as well. Tilworth, classic. My favorite is Llama. Yeah. Which is, of course, supposed to be camels, but
oh, right. Here you go. Here's the llama.
Oh, yeah. There's the llama.
Oh, yes.
It's actually a llama.
Amazing. Of course, and I feel like that period correct tax stamps thing is the kind of value that they might not even always advertise that they're doing, but that's just part of the institutional knowledge here.
Right, and as the viewer of film, you look at something on the screen, you look at a pack of cigarettes, you know what a pack of cigarettes is supposed to look like.
Right.
You know there's a tax stamp on it. You don't pay any attention to it, but that level of effort they put into this instantly sells it to the moviegoer that it's a real thing when it's 100% fake.
I'm also curious about the difference in the color timing between these. I'm curious if this is about different productions and different requirements for...
Sometimes it's production, but this is also different periods, because this is the 90s colors that Marlboro would use, and this is the more modern.
Oh, amazing.
They go to that level.
Okay, now behind you, we've been approaching this. Mm-hmm. This is one where I always loved that a lot of the original Blade Runner magazines finally came to light over the past few years. And again, magazines too on shelves can't be real magazines. So all of these are fake.
Yeah, every last one. Every one of them is fake, and some of them are so close you don't notice the difference. You instantly think, that is exactly the magazine that I see on the newsstand at home.
Fitness Weekly, that totally looks like it belongs on the stand.
Yeah, but every single one of them is a cleared fake. It's just another cleared product they make here at Earl Hayes. And all of these people that are on here are either people that have worked here, they're family members of people that work here.
Oh, really?
But they will absolutely put any more on these magazines.
This is you on a GQ.
on a CD.
To history. Look at this.
Yeah. I actually had those made as a joke, and now they've been bought by 8 or 9 different prop masters. So.
The Earl Hayes collection, really?
Yeah. So they'll probably end up on screen at some point.
Dude, that is way to achieve your immortality.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But this is just a smattering of some of the magazines they make.
Prink?
Yeah, Prink. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there it is.
Teen Prink.
Prink. Yeah, Teen Prink. Yeah. Bio. Weekly Parents. Some of the names they've come up with for these magazines is amazing. Gorilla Bride was my favorite, but they don't print it anymore.
Oh, Maxim, but not Maxim?
But not Maxim, yeah.
Yep.
But if you saw that on screen,
you'd be like Maxim.
You'd be sold instantly that's Maxim.
Oh, and actually, I'm looking now, we've gotten around to chip bags.
And there's silent bags, too.
What? Oh. Silent bags. Right, I forgot all about silent bags.
Yeah.
They print chip bags in stuff that doesn't crinkle.
Yep, it's made out of a heavy vinyl so that you can still get that, like, stick your hand in and eat, but it makes no sound. So the Foley guy doesn't hate you.
I've heard about this. I had never touched one before.
Oh, really?
That is so thrilling. And I see that Hayes has actually done their own...
The Hayes brand? Yeah.
The Hayes brand of workhouse jerky.
This is Earl Hayes Press. This is what they do, and it's great.
That is really thrilling. Captain Salty. Mm-hmm. Look at this. You even have copy on the back about Captain Salty.
And some of these, when you look at the copy, and that might be one of them, but there are some of them that are just jokes.
Right,
all the way through. The whole thing is a joke. Or it's a paragraph pulled from a book, and they'll just print it out there.
Yeah,
but, in the case of this one, I know that one's real. They actually sat down and wrote all that out.
Silent bags.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you so much, man.
Absolutely.
This is incredible. When I learned this, I never looked at a grocery store scene or bodega scene the same way again, because I realized that the thing you thought took the least amount of work takes the most amount of
yeah,
labor.
absolutely. And do you know the history of the silent bag?
I don't know
what
the
it was
history
it
of the
invented
silent
for?
bag. No.
The TV show Martin.
Martin.
With Martin Lawrence.
Oh.
That was
it's that late that they came up with.
It's that late that they came up with them, but they needed them for grocery bags for a scene, and the prop master invented the vinyl bag for Martin. And ever since then, it's been copied.
That is awesome.
That
is not where I expected that to come from.
Right. I was hoping it'd be more exciting, but it's still kind of fun.
Well, it's like discovering that Jerry Lewis invented the video tap.
Which is such a strange thing to hear again.
Dude, all right. There will be some more videos with Michael, and I'm sure I'll be visiting here again in the future. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.